I'm Max Farrow, this is Panther Kenpo, and I'm joined by Miss Smalls, Overseer Smalls. You have a church in Trenton.
Trenton, yes.
And what is the name of the church?
Lion of Judah Faith Center.
And how long have you been active with the church?
35 years.
Wow, that's a lot of community service.
35 years.
God bless you, because it's tough to find good people to run good places.
Amen. Amen.
So you're here at Panther Kenpo for a reason. You've been my student for a couple of months now. And it's been my ultimate pleasure, because somebody of your caliber and your experience is not usually graced at a school that teaches martial arts at this level. What brought you to the school itself?
Well, my daughters start coming, and my grandsons start coming, and they invited me to come. And when I start coming, and I first of all saw you, and saw how pleasant you were,
Oh, thank you.
and how you was able to communicate with the children that was here, and not only that, but to communicate with the adults. And I just really didn't fall in love with the place. I fell in love with your activity and the way that you presented yourself. And I figured, hey, at this age, I might as well learn something.
Right. Well, we talked about this too, age at this level of legacy. I won't say your age. I'm not saying the age. I'm not saying the age. I've been teaching her enough. She will hurt me now. But at any age, you get to a point where you feel you can't do the moves at a certain level of the young kids or the adults at that point. I don't think that should be a prerequisite to not come. I think you have proven that part of it, that any participation, any movement, as they say, and doctors will always tell you too, that any movement is good movement at this point, as long as it doesn't irritate or hurt anything. And I think your level of experience has given you, because you studied Hapkido a long time ago?
Yes, long time ago.
And it's another stand-up karate. If you don't know what Hapkido is, there'll be a description in the message in the description and link. That'll take you a couple of Hapkido sites out there that are pretty strong. But the concepts that we teach here are pretty simplistic. They can be very technical and a lot of movements, and we've talked about that, left to right, and all that stuff. So is this something that you see yourself doing for a long time to come with us?
Yeah, I really do, and I'm learning. I mean, I might not learn at the pace these young people.
I hope not. You're
but I am learning, and you know, and not only is it for protection, but it's good exercise.
Yes.
You know, it's very good. I look at you and see how you trim down.
She's looking at less than me. Let's make that comment.
And so, you know, it's good exercise besides learning how to protect yourself.
Yes. I think for the mental too is anytime that we sit down and we do more than one thing with one hand and one foot and moving, and you're using your mind, as you know, your mind is sharp. The more you use your mind, the sharper it becomes.
That's right. That's correct.
And I think that's something too, even if it's at the lowest level, just like when we do Kenpo walk, from one side to the other, learning how to punch and hit and kick with multiple feet and moving your hands.
Right.
It is a process that keeps you young in mind as well. So,
oh, good, young in mind. Yeah,
I definitely know you're that. Your sense of humor, your laughter, and we're not too staunch here. We're not a bunch of drill sergeants,
and that's what I like. That's what I really like. It's more at your own pace, and it's more, you know, not so much disciplining when you get out of not doing it correctly, but being patient and being able to really instruct a person how to do it without them feeling ashamed.
Yeah, most definitely. Well, I think for you young kids too, that you get a chance to come here and learn a discipline in the process. You will be challenged. Don't get me wrong. You're going to be challenged.
Right.
At any age, at any mentality, you're going to get challenged. There's somebody sitting off camera. That's your relative. That's your grandson.
Yes.
Randy.
Yes.
Right?
Randy.
And Randy has a tremendous amount of strength. I'm saying that as all kind as I could possibly say it. He's a big boy, a big, strong man. But we talked about your church a little while ago. So 35 years servicing the church and changing lives. And where's your church at?
It's 1270 East State Street, Trenton.
Okay. And there's been trials and tribulations around everybody's neighborhoods these days. How are you handling a lot of the current values of things that are happening in your world?
Well, mostly you have prayer. Prayer is the number one thing.
Yeah.
Prayer. And then to get involved, you know, And I think the most important thing is to let people know you care. Let them know you care, and put out something to not just say it, but put out something, put out some kind of activity, some kind of communication to let them know that you care.
Action.
You know? Action, that's the word.
So
action.
you have, and you've done that. You've been I've really done some research on you as well. You have committed yourself, not only to the Lord, of course, but to the community and the people that you serve as well. And
Amen.
That's a pleasure to see.
And right now, what we're doing, there's two things that we're really getting involved in. And one is we're trying to get a prefab to add on to the church so that we can have a large youth ministry and a community outreach. And we just put on Facebook that we're doing Coffee House on Wheels. We're trying to get one of those trucks to go out through the community. Because a lot of times, a lot of people in the community, they're feeding people. But we feel like it's so many that's feeding people, but we got people out there that we're gonna give coffee, we're gonna give tea, we're gonna give hot chocolate. Because during the time, they only have the lunch and maybe the dinner. But what's in between time, and they're cold and they're homeless, and we feel like if we, have this coffee house on wheels, that's what we're calling it. And we'll go around and give them hot chocolate,
What a beautiful idea.
Coffee, hot tea,
Yeah.
and then we give them Danish and some kind of cupcake or something,
Right.
just to hold them until the other places give them a meal.
Yeah. Well, that community that you also get a chance to talk to them and get to know who they are.
Exactly.
And get that sense of that community. I think the same thing for us and what we're going to be doing with you. We have a few events that we'll be doing over the next couple of months, but I wanted to be able to offer you on camera so other people see as well, and offer you a process of any youth program you wanted to bring here, absolutely free of charge. I will donate my time, and my other instructors have already donated their time to you as well.
Wonderful.
To bring young men, young women, students, people into the fold of learning a martial art, not only for protection, and again, it's not about bravado.
Right.
It's about conditioning and strength and respect, really.
Respect. Amen.
You can teach somebody how to fight a bully, but I'd rather teach somebody how not to be a bully.
Yeah.
And if we can do that together, then we can solve a lot of, not the world's problems, but enough in our world to make a difference.
Right.
You definitely make a difference. I would like to shake your hand and tell you that I'm very proud to know you, and I thank God every day that I have an opportunity to do something more.
Amen. You're a wonderful person, wonderful teacher, and it's my pleasure to be here.
Oh, great. God bless you. Thank you so much for that. Well, I'm Max Farrow. We're here with Miss Smalls, and if you have a chance, make sure that you check out her church. Follow us here on Facebook, on YouTube, wherever you're watching the video right now. This will also get us more opportunity to help as many people as possible. I'm Max Farrow. This is Panther Kenpo. We'll see you next time. And as always, live well.